Hi everyone, how you all doing? It's Rulo here. Just thought let me touch base and just have a chat. Seeing as a lot of us are, on holiday. Today it's Easter, Good Friday, etc. Some of course are working. Shout out to all those that, are out on the front line in the hospitals, police force, nurses, everybody. Just shout out to everybody. And thank you for all those that are, just risking their lives daily for a better tomorrow. And we continue to trust God that, all will be well, and we keep our heads up, we keep our hope alive. I hope mommies, daddies, you managed to get some Easter eggs for your little ones. My daughter has been singing about Easter eggs for the past 2 weeks, and it's been interesting. Hey Popo, I want that cake. Girl, you cannot share a picture of a beautiful chocolate cake and just, crush my heart. Hey Sponiso, how are you out there? I hope you guys are safe. Hope God is just, with you. We continue to trust God. I hope we are just, keeping our heads up, because we can only keep our heads up. We cannot allow stress and pressure to get the best of us. You gotta keep it up. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep moving. Life is not about to end today. We know that with God, we continue to keep pressing. We continue to keep pressing, no matter how hard it may look, no matter how crazy or how painful it may be. We keep our heads up. So today I was just thinking, you know what, I had somebody who was asking me about a number of things that were just aligned to the issues of confidence, something that I talk a lot about, something I'm passionate about. So I just thought, you know what, it's Friday. I'm sure there's a couple of people that are at home sitting, having coffee, relaxed with family. So maybe let me just invade people's spaces and, jump on in and have a chat. So I want to use some terms that we use in marketing. There's what we call brand equity in marketing. Brand equity. So basically, to put it in layman's terms, it's like your personal value as an individual. I want to simplify it. I'm not here to give people textbook experiences. I'm just here to just chat, invade your Fridays. So maybe let me give you the dictionary explanation for those fundis that may want it as technical as possible. Basically, brand equity talks about the commercial value that derives from the customer's perception of a particular brand or brand name, or a particular product or a particular service, or rather than from the actual product or service itself. So basically, it's just the value of what people bring out in a certain product, like this Eversharp pen. What's the value, in terms of, the experience that one has when they use this Eversharp pen versus this Parker? What's the experience one has? And basically, we are saying that's the equity, that's the value that I am putting in the brand. So I want to talk about you as an individual, your brand equity, your value as an individual. There are many of us that downplay ourselves. You look down upon yourself, and you may be comparing yourself with person X, person Y, brand X, brand Y, and you say, you know what, if I could look like this person, if I could dress like that person, maybe I would be a better person. If I could work harder, earn more money, then get a better wardrobe and look better. But that's not what it's all about. Yes, certain things contribute to a better brand equity. Hey Tanya, hey Tani. Many things contribute to, the complete value chain, but at times we put pressure on ourselves to be a certain person that you are not, to be like person X or person Y, but you have no idea how person X or person Y got to be where they are. So it's important to stay in your lane and understand your value as an individual. If you don't know your own value, you will struggle with certain things because you will strive to be another person, and yet there is so much value in who you are. There's so much that people can draw from you as a brand, because I don't believe God makes mistakes. God didn't make anybody better than the other. We are made in God's image, and if God says he made us in his image, it means that we are perfection in who we are, with our flaws, with the things that we like, with the things that we don't like about each other. We are complete. So I want to use like what I talked about, the brand, what I mentioned earlier, the brand equity. And I'm using these marketing terms because for some people, those are things that people relate to on a day-to-day basis. We all have different brands in our household, whether it's like makeup brands, we have different preferences. Whether it's cereals, we have different preferences. If it's televisions, if it's cars, we have different preferences of certain brands. And we categorize brands according to our experience, to say, you know what, this brand is a premium brand because it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it leaves me feeling good. It leaves me, looking good. If it's some makeup things, it's like, okay, it makes my skin look good, it makes my skin look lovely, it makes me look wow. It's about the experience. So you as an individual, you are a brand, and it's up to you to communicate the type of brand that you want out there. Nobody can do it for you. You are the one that puts your value on yourself. You can't have anybody else coming through and saying this is what you are worth, because it's very easy for somebody to come in and lower your value. It's very easy for somebody to say, you know what, you are not all that because you don't dress a certain way or you don't look a certain way. But your value, it's really, really up to you to, put your value on you. So talking about brand equity, again, it's how consumers feel as well as act towards a particular brand. There are some brands that are just warm, that, when just at the mention of the name of the brand, you find people smiling and like, oh my gosh, I just want to have that. It's like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is one of the best examples I can give, because, their adverts leave you wanting to have a Coke, they leave you feeling thirsty or just wanting the experience. So you as an individual, it's up to you to then, put out that value in terms of how you want people to experience you. What do you want people to feel when they leave your presence? What do you want people to experience when they encounter you? Do you want people to feel good when they engage you? Do you want people to feel encouraged when they engage you? Do you want people to feel motivated, inspired, or do you want people to just, like, okay, you know what, they're just not like the best of company. They're just horrible to be around. They're so negative. They're just disoriented, and they're just not full of life. So it's up to me as an individual to make a decision. What do I want people to experience when they encounter me as a brand? Hi, Richard. So yeah, then there's what we call the journey of branding. The journey of branding. Hey Melo, how's it, sis? I miss you. Ish, lockdown diaries. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. So there's the journey of branding, which I just want to just quickly, go through. For people to experience a product, for people to experience any type of service. they've got to know the brand. So my question is, you as a brand, are you known? And if you are known, what do customers associate you as a brand with? Are you associated with, a lot of positivity, like happiness, peace, joy, smiles? You're a motivator, you're somebody who encourages, you're a go-getter, you're an influencer, you're just a strong business person that people want to be with. What exactly is it about you as a brand? What do people know you for as a brand? And nobody else can come in and fix that for you, because you are your own brand. It's like if I invent my own hair food, I'm going to decide the experience that I want my target customers to have. What do I want it to do? Do I want it to grow their hair? Do I want it to make them feel cool and refreshed in the scalp? What is it that I want people to experience with the brand? So it's up to you, brand awareness. What do you want people to experience when they engage you? Don't let the next person's opinion of you be what you then choose to resolve as what will work. There's a lot of people that are downplayed in that, people, because somebody has told you you're ugly, somebody has told you, you're so dark, or you are so fat, you don't look good, you have such an ugly tummy, you have such a this, you have that, and that you have used to define your brand equity. That's not it. As an individual, you are complete as you are, and you are the one who makes the decision in terms of the brand awareness. What do you want people to know you for? Then brand association, it's very similar to awareness. Yes, you want people to know that your brand is, you've advertised your brand, that you're an energetic brand, you're an encouraging brand, you're a motivating brand. Then in terms of association, what do customers actually associate your brand with? What do they actually associate you with? Maybe you're saying, you know what, I'm a positive person, I encourage people, I motivate people, I'm a good friend, I'm loving, I'm friendly, I'm this. But is that actually the case? What's the experience when people actually engage you? Do you leave people living positive because you're complete as an individual, or you're negative, or uncertainty or inconsistency in your behavior because you're not so sure or confident in yourself, is what you then rub off on other people? Maybe you're a leader in an organization, you're a manager or something, holding a position of authority, and when you interact with your subordinates, they sort of sense and pick up on that vibe that as a brand, you are not as sure and certain of yourself. It's very important, for you to know your worth and communicate what you want people to know you for. And then we have the brand experience. There's the association, there's the experience. At the end of it all, this is who you really want to be as a brand. I've made my hair food brand product X. I want people's scalps to feel cool and refreshed when they engage the product. And in actual, when people actually engage you, how do they actually feel? How do you leave people feeling? Do you leave people feeling happy? Do people look forward to interacting and engaging with you as a brand? So I just want you to just know, as an individual, God did not make a mistake in making you the way you are, giving you the round nose. Like I have this round nose. God didn't make a mistake giving me the wide lips, giving me the big teeth. God did not make a mistake. As a brand, I feel confident in who I am, because I'm not about to go and try and maybe do a nose job to have a pointy nose. I'm happy and complete in who I am. And the moment you accept yourself and love yourself as a brand, the sooner you can actually, be more relevant to people around you, the more you're able to add a positive vibe to people around you, because you're a positive brand that brings energy and life. And who you are is, what sells. You cannot sell who you are not. So as a person, be positive. Feel confident in yourself. Love yourself, because there's only one you, and you cannot expect other people to love you more than you actually love yourself. You've got to love yourself and be positive. Believe in yourself as a brand. You are a brand. You are a brand. Yes, you are. I remember talking to someone and they're saying, you know what, I don't feel, confident with myself because my weight is a bit much, and this and that. And I said, you know what, it's not about all these exteriors that you should be majoring on. Don't major on the minor things, because life is just too short. Life will pass you by and you'll keep trying to fix a lot of things, and before you know it, you're gone. So as a brand, love yourself, appreciate yourself the way you are, because when you appreciate yourself the way you are, when you engage with other people, you are more positive and you are not less of a burden at times to engage. There's some people that are so full of negativity that when people talk to them, it's so difficult because you have extremely low self-esteem, and when somebody says something nice, you just feel like, no, but you know what, do you really mean that? And you want them to say it over and over and over again. Walk a journey of believing in yourself that you are a brand of worth, and don't wait for people to be the ones that speak and tell you that you are worth something. You've got to believe in yourself as a brand, because waiting, at times you may wait until death for people to actually say that you're worth something. You've got to know your worth and appreciate yourself. Life is just too short, and out there in the corporate world, out there in the market, brands are competing. I'll go back again to brands are competing to space for space. There are so many brands. For example, if it's peanut butter, it's not just one brand that's on the market. There are many brands of peanut butter. If it's cars, there are so many brands of cars out on the market. But what's going to make you stand out for person X to decide, this is the brand I want to buy, this is the brand I want to engage, this is the brand I want to interact with? It's the experience that you've sold to them to say, I am worth engaging. And so, with this lockdown diaries, take time to just, reflect, see yourself as a better version, work on yourself. There's some trainings and sessions that I do, for people that feel at times, my confidence levels are a bit low, I need help, I need this, and it starts with, some good affirmations on a daily basis, looking at the person in the mirror and telling them, that you're the best version of you, because waiting for somebody to tell you may take longer, and you'll be upset and frustrated with the whole world. You've got to love yourself and take the journey of being a brand that is valuable, and don't wait for people to be the ones that tell you what you are worth. People may look down upon you, but it's up to you to put your worth, because you created, God created you, but you have created who you are like today. I'm wearing the earrings, I chose to put this hairstyle, I chose to have no nails. This is me as the brand. This is what I have decided. So with what you have decided, it's up to you to make that decision to say, this is what I am worth. When Mercedes launches a new vehicle, they already know what they're going to price that vehicle, because they know what it's worth. So you as an individual need to know what you are worth, and that's what you need to communicate out there. That's what you need to communicate in your workplace, in the market, out in the world. You've got to communicate it, and communicate it right. Communicate who you want people to see you as, because if you wait for me to put your worth on you, I may undercost you. Maybe you're worth $1 million and I come in and price you as 400,000, and you will not like me, and you will be like, okay, Rulo is like just so mean, she doesn't see my worth. That's because of how you carry yourself. Carry yourself like that $1 million that you want to be, and that is how people will engage you. Carry yourself as how you want people to engage you as a brand. Don't wait for people to put a price tag on you. It will not work. Don't wait for people to put their value in you. It will not work. You know what you're worth. You know that because God created you, you're worth something. Carry yourself that way. I will never stop talking about this topic because it's something that I'm so passionate about being a brand, loving yourself, because there are times in life we are waiting by a bus stop for somebody to come and love us, for somebody to come and show us our worth, and you become angry with the whole world. You become angry with employers, with friends, with peers, with spouses, because you feel like, oh, they don't understand me, they don't see my worth. But maybe it's because you do not see your worth as a brand and you don't carry yourself as a worthy brand. Carry yourself well because God created you. Jesus didn't die on the cross for no reason. He died on the cross because he loved you. And because he loved you, he saw something that was worth dying for. So don't underplay yourself. And if you need some coaching on confidence, self-love, you can get in touch, hit my inbox, and we go through sessions. I'll give you the options on the manuals that we can do. But it's important to love yourself. Life is just too short. Be a brand. Know your brand equity. Be a strong brand that is valuable, that makes a difference out there in the market. And just love yourself. Jide. Hashtag, you've got to love yourself. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. God did not make a mistake when he gave you that dark skin, when he gave you that light skin, when he gave you the wide frame, when he made you short, when he made you tall. God did not make a mistake. So you've just got to love yourself and appreciate yourself as much as you can. Brand equity is so important. What do you want people to know you for? What do you want people to see in you? What value do you want people to see? It's up to you as an individual. Take the journey of branding, brand awareness. What do you want people to know you for? Brand association. What do you want people to associate you with? And the experience when people leave your presence. What do you want people to feel? It's something that you can work towards. It may take time, but start the journey. We've got time in these lockdown times to introspect, look at the things that you don't like about yourself, and come up with affirmations that, make you appreciate you more. It may be, maybe you feel that you're not beautiful. Daily tell yourself you're beautiful and appreciate yourself. Tell yourself, I'm not confident. Daily tell yourself, I am confident, and begin to build on a journey in terms of believing in yourself more. Hey Juliana, how you doing? Oh, thank you. These were DIY, by the way, the earrings. Crazy me. Yeah, some of the hobbies, coming up with remixing earrings and what. What I actually did, this was a necklace that I broke and made earrings. So yeah, in our lockdown diaries, let's get creative as well. Let's find some things to do to keep us busy, some side hustles for those that are in full-time jobs. It's time to actually come up with some ideas as well in terms of revenue streams. It's time to get creative and innovative. May God continue to keep us. May you stay positive. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. I can never say that enough. So if you need some help, some coaching, hit me in my inbox. I'll be here waiting to have a chat with you. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? No, I think, yeah. Okay, so I think I've invaded your space enough. Guys, it's time for me to sign out. And special shout out to my friends Priska and Daisy Mwenje, hashtag. Sometimes we never promote each other as friends, business people, people of our color. So today I was just thinking, these guys, they've come up with an amazing brand called Mwenje. They do solar. So it's important, guys, support each other in whatever way. The times that we are living in are very interesting times. Let's come together. Let's do things together where you can support somebody that you know who's in some kind of business. Support them, and let's be, coming up in a different wave of living. Let's come out of selfishness and not do me, myself, and I. Let's support, promote each other's businesses where you can. Hey, Rungano, amazing caterer. How's the going? How's the stay? What is it called? Self-quarantine, stay at home. What? So, guys, this is me signing out. Stay safe, stay well. May God bless you. Love yourself. Zide.